Black women over 40, these are some mistakes that can delay your retirement. I have made some of these mistakes and I want to help you avoid them. Ladies, I love talking about retirement because we are trying to retire at 55. And girl, I am just all in the midst of things because retiring early for me is like allowing myself to live and live in my purpose. Now, I'm not saying you can't live in your purpose while you're working your job, whatever that might look like. I'm not saying that. I'm speaking for myself. For myself. I know a lot of people say, oh, when I retired, I had nothing to do. I have things that I want to do. I have things, I like to do things at the beat of my own drum. And I don't want to do things later on. But we ain't talking about that right now. See how I done got all sidetracked? Let's reel it back in. What are 5 retirement mistakes that Black women over 40 should avoid? Waiting too long. Don't wait. Don't wait, don't wait, don't wait. And when I mean don't wait, I don't mean like, oh, just go retire. No, I mean, don't wait to make that plan. I have a conversation where we talked about how to make a plan for retirement, how to plan if you're single, just how to plan in general. I have several of those videos where you can go and actually check it out. If not, I will definitely tag those somewhere so we can all have access to those. But don't wait too late to start planning your retirement. This is your future. You know how we sit and tell the young kids, you are the future? Your retirement is your future because you're not going to work forever. The goal is for you to make sure that you are putting in so you can go ahead and come on out the workforce, let the new fresh meat come in, and now you can go ahead and do things that you really want to do. Now, if you're someone who don't want to retire, this conversation is not for you. Because some people don't want to retire. Some people don't want to retire early. Some people, they want to wait until the government said they can retire because they want to get that bigger Social Security check. But for me, how I look at it, I'm not going to wait too late because I don't know what my health is going to look like. We're hoping that our health is going to look good. We're hoping our knees and our limbs are going to work. But I know if I sit back and I'm still it's in the future because you're not knowing. I know right now where I am, I'm doing pretty good. I don't want to wait too long and then you don't even have it. You don't even get to use it. Let's start planning now. We don't want to wait too long. Next, not knowing your number. I just did a conversation on this, talking about I finally came down to my number. I know what my number is. And a few individuals was like, okay, that sounds good. Some individuals was like, it might not be enough because that's what we have going on right now. I sit back and think about this. Think about if you have anybody in your family, if it's your parents, your aunts, grandparents, whomever it might be, that retired 10 years ago, 5 years ago. They retired with what they retired with, right? If it was the Social Security or the pension or just the Social Security, right? You're not thinking about, is it going to be enough? That's just what you got. You're going to make it work. And I know we're going to do so many other finaglings, pay off the house, get in a reasonable apartment, get in a condo, just paying your maintenance, just paying your property tax. Because I'm a firm believer. I know a lot of people don't think like I think, and I'm okay with that. Even when you pay off your house, you still don't own it. You don't own the land. You still have to pay property tax. You bought the land, because I know for me, I bought my land. I bought the plot. I bought the area, right? I got my house built on it. But if I don't pay those property taxes, guess who takes my house? Yeah, my county, my state. So you sit back and you think, for me, having a house is an investment. You keep the house for a certain amount of time, let the equity build up, and then you sell. And then you can use a little bit of the reward, as I would call it, and you would go get something else. And that's when you can look for something a little bit more lower in cost, or you can go and you can rent, however you choose to do. But know your number. We're going to have more conversation about that. I'm definitely going to have a conversation about renting and buying, the benefits of both. For a Black woman who is trying to retire. You know, I'm gonna speak from my perspective, but yet I'm gonna throw some things out there. And let me know if there's any other conversation that you definitely want us to have, because we can have them. Okay? We can have them. Another mistake. Number 3, relying on one source of income. That's why I feel now, while we're in our working years and we're still getting a W-2, this is when you can open up that brokerage account. You can go ahead and get that 401k or that Roth IRA, whatever that might look like. And you can put some more money to the side, you know, get a CD, annuity, life insurance policies, whatever the case may be, and start putting money to the side, letting it work, letting it compound, letting it do all the things that it needs to do. Okay? Don't just have one source of income. And that one source of income, what the government is going to give you, and that'll be your Social Security. And we have to hope that that's still there. Okay? We don't want to talk about that right now. Number 4, I just mentioned it, not invest. I also had a conversation where I talked about investing. It's so easy. You can start with $1. You can start with $1. You can start with 50. You can start with 100. You know, you sit back and think how much money we spend in a week, in a month, on just miscellaneous things or takeout or whatever the case may be. Think about if you cooked at home for 1 month, or just took leftovers from dinner for 1 month, or let alone 1 week. And whatever you would have spent for takeout, invest that. You will see such a difference. I'm telling you, do it. Invest. It's not hard. I use Fidelity and I really enjoy Fidelity. I mean, this is not sponsored by them by any means, but if they just want to come over and talk to the girl, Fidelity, I'm here. But it's super, super easy. And there's so many others out there as well. There's Vanguard, there's Robinhood, there's so many others. Those are the ones I can just think up off the cuff right now. And last but not least, lifestyle inflation. Ladies, sometimes our lifestyle can go up, but our money has stayed right here. We can't do that. We can't have our lifestyle go up and we don't have any more money. You have to downsize. You have to consolidate, all the different words that you need to do when you are on a fixed income in retirement. I am fully aware of that and I have accepted that, because I just got finished letting you guys know in a previous conversation about my number. So me not having all the things is okay with me. Me having a good quality of life, health, food, roof over my head, clothes, necessities, toiletries, those are the things that I need to make sure that I'm living a good quality of life. Friendships, family, travel, those things. Having an abundance of other things, me having a storage unit somewhere else, me having a garage full of stuff somewhere else, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Getting rid of all of that. I am not a part of the generation with the more you have, the more wealth you have. No. The less I have is the more wealth I have. I don't like clutter. I don't like a bunch of stuff. I find when I do find myself being a clutter bug, it's more so me, I'm stressed out. Or there's things in my life that's kind of like this discombobulated. And that can even be as simple as me having clothes in a chair in my room. That lets me know that I'm off. Okay? Ladies, don't make these mistakes when planning for your retirement. Please, please, please make sure that you start on time. Don't wait to the bitter end till you get frustrated and you're looking at your job and you're like, oh, wow, I'm 61 and I need to get up out of here. Or I'm 59 and a half, but yet you like, oh, I don't want to go yet because Social Security ain't going to kick in just yet. Also do what's best for you, because that's what's important. That's what's mainly important, doing what's best for you. But I also want you to plan. Even if you're going to wait until the 62 mark or 67, if you want full retirement, depending on what your age is, just make sure you're planning accordingly and you're getting all your ducks in a row. Okay? But if you enjoyed this conversation, go ahead and hype this conversation up. You know, we love that over here because it lets more like-minded women just like us, Black women over 40, come on over and have good conversation with us. And if you know a Black woman over 40 who would love conversations like this, go ahead and share this with her so she can come on over here and join the community. I'll catch you in the next one.